Over the past few years, Bean Trailers has been steadily climbing the camper ladder, and at this point, they've pretty much earned their spot on the national stage. One of the models that really helped push them there is the Black Bean, a camper that originally launched as a so-called limited edition, but ended up sticking around because people just wouldn't stop wanting it. If Bean Trailers rings a bell, that's probably because they've been popping up in the news ever since they got rolling back in 2016. They've stayed laser-focused on the classic teardrop formula, and honestly, Americans can't seem to get enough of it. With more than 25,000 followers on Facebook alone, this Utah-based crew has built a reputation that stretches far beyond their home state, and it's easy to see why. One of the big strengths behind Bean Trailers is their deep experience with fiberglass, backed by more than 30 years of working with the material, plus some serious industrial know-how. That expertise shows up clearly in the Black Bean's one-piece construction. The fiberglass shell is laid over a composite panel subframe, which adds both strength and insulation. The only separate piece is the rear galley hatch, and even there, Bean has thought things through, adding a molded rain gutter to keep water well away from your kitchen setup. Fiberglass is the star of the show here for a reason. It's durable, it holds up over time, and with proper care, it can last decades. There are still fiberglass campers roaming North America today that prove just how long this material can go. Bean didn't stop there either, adding Raptor coating on the sidewalls and black end caps, along with a marine-grade gel coat on the roof for extra protection. Thanks to that solid subframe, the Black Bean can also handle plenty of gear, including a roof rack, and even stretch sleeping capacity to 4 if you set it up right. Of course, no camper is completely immune to wear and tear. Some owners have mentioned issues like chassis separation or cracking from movement, which can happen, especially if maintenance gets overlooked. Suspension plays a huge role in long-term durability, and regular checkups after rough trips are just part of responsible ownership. On the Black Bean, you'll find a 3,500-pound Timbren independent suspension mounted to a powder-coated frame, paired with a DO35 Cruisemaster articulating hitch. Add in around 20 inches of ground clearance, and this little teardrop suddenly feels ready to go just about anywhere. Once you've rolled into camp, the rear galley is where the Black Bean really starts to shine. Lift that fiberglass hatch and you're greeted with a well-thought-out kitchen featuring a 2-burner cooktop, a Dometic fridge on a slide-out tray, big drawers, and plenty of storage at eye level. There's even a pass-through so you can hand food straight into the cabin. LED lighting, power outlets, and thoughtful little touches are all part of the deal, and Bean gives owners a lot of freedom to customize this space, with options like rich light countertops and solid surface backsplashes. Step inside, and the Black Bean feels like a cozy personal retreat. You'll find under-mattress floor storage, durable wall coverings, dimmable lighting, and well-built cabinetry throughout. There's even the option to add a child's bunk, which is impressive for a teardrop this size. One standout feature is the 4 floor-mounted D-rings, which let you completely clear out the interior and haul gear like e-bikes, or even smaller dirt bikes when adventure calls. As for off-grid capability, the current setup includes a 105 amp-hour battery, a 1,500-watt inverter, and a Red Arc Manager 30 system with a Red Vision display. Water capacity sits at 18 gallons, and dry weight comes in around 2,600 pounds. Solar isn't standard anymore though, which is worth noting. Early versions of the Black Bean had a bigger battery pack and integrated solar, whereas today a 140-watt solar panel is optional. That change might explain why the Black Bean isn't grabbing quite as many headlines as it once did. Still, even though it was originally meant to be a limited run, the Black Bean clearly earned its place in the lineup. Let's be honest, who wouldn't want a rugged fiberglass teardrop that can glide over rough terrain and keep you comfortable way off the grid? Pricing has climbed over time too. What once started at just under $38,000 now sits at a 2025 MSRP of $44,690, but the upside is strong resale value. Used units are still pulling close to $39,000, which says a lot about how well this camper holds its ground in the real world.